must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration.
The one barrier all should break: fear. So in video 1, I touched on committing ourselves to searching for satisfactory outcomes until we find them, right? And on video 2, I touched on the fact that for those challenges we struggle on, we will more than likely need to identify and break multiple assumptions and boundaries to have a chance of success, and also find out whether we should continue pursuing that challenge or whether we shouldn't. Yet I didn't touch on assessing what is worthy of pursuing, so I will, because the most important thing in finding satisfactory outcomes is knowing what standards to uphold, right? I can't decide for you what is worthy of pursuit. Only you can discern what is worthy of pursuit whenever searching for satisfactory outcomes, right? Like I mentioned on the last video, we are the ones that define what is valuable to us. So only you can decide what is worthy of pursuit to you. But that's the thing about life. We are born without satisfaction, and so we must work to achieve it. If we could all just simply be in nirvana without needing to do anything, I feel like we all would. But that's not the case for most of us. Furthermore, to live is to assume responsibilities and suffering in this existence that we otherwise wouldn't experience if we weren't alive or if we didn't exist, right? Nonetheless, we still live out of choice, maybe because we actually find it worthy and rewarding enough, or maybe there is simply something in our subconscious letting us know that this life is worthy to go through, with all of the pain and suffering it brings. So we listen to that voice diligently with faith, right? Otherwise, why would we stay? So why do others live when it's not worth? Why would anyone live a life that experiences more suffering than satisfaction, right? I don't believe anyone wants that, but those that live in fear often do suffer more than they should, which is most of us actually. On the one hand, those that don't fear would simply release their soul because according to them, life wouldn't be worthy. And for those that do find a reason to stay, they wouldn't allow fear to stop them from acting out or taking action in this life, right? For their own reasons. If I didn't find life worthy, I wouldn't live very long. I'd rather release my own soul sooner than later than to be a slave in a life I have no reason or motivation to be in. Yet I realize that others can't claim the same statement I just did. I realize that others oppose my statements or they deny it, right? One, because they deny that there are correct and incorrect conditions when living and that life should rather always be preserved no matter what, right? That is their perspective. Or two, they simply fear and share their fear with others because they themselves could not beat that fear. But I'll make the argument that if you agree that living things need certain circumstances to be true for it to flourish or for them to flourish, right? Such as plants needing sunlight and water, then you should also agree that our soul has needs too, right? Just like the body needs food and water, I believe our soul needs love and purpose. Without enough love and purpose, you might as well be considered a walking dead. Surprisingly, there are many among us, and the only reason they are here is because of fear. I used to be a walking dead. Life truly begins the moment you understand both your purpose and visualize the love and life you desire. The point I want to emphasize here is that you are free to release your soul. There is no one holding you back. You are the only one holding yourself back. If you search, seek, pursue, and ultimately conclude that there is no purpose for you, nor lifestyle or love worthy for you to suffer here, then release your soul. No one is holding you to this reality. Release your soul and set it free if you must. But if you believe that the life, love, and purpose you wish can exist and stay, Make an effort to make yourself heard so that you can attract the love you wish for. And aim for a legacy you can be proud of so that you can have a notion of your purpose. Live freely, not bound by rules others make, but ones that you do so that you can live the lifestyle you wish for, not controlled by others. If you can commit yourself to this and promise yourself that you'll go through with it, with the search for what you wish and your self-actualization, regardless of the forces that drive fear, such as hell, death, shame, loneliness, etc., then you've just taken the first step towards beating fear. More importantly, the first step towards your new life. I did it, and I can say it's the best promise I've held. It's led me towards the most fulfilling seasons in my life. I feel free, not bound by fear. So I wish the same for you. This was part 3 of the Pursuit of Truth series.
That brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain.